my friends, it's Liz here. Welcome back and thank you so much for joining me today. So I'm going to show you this really fun project that I loved making. It is super easy to put together. You won't believe how easy it is. And I have been showing you like little sneak peeks of things that I have been working on. Projects that I'm finishing filming and doing the tutorials for and everything else. So I'm going to show you this one, and then I'm also going to show you how I made the base for sure, because it's one of the easiest things I think you could make. Now recently I did show you another project that I made, again super easy, and if you had not guessed, this is using a file folder. Okay, so I'm just going to walk you through it, and hopefully you'll have some inspiration and make some yourself. Originally, this idea, I saw this on a channel called Paper Fire Studio, I believe. This is a very old video that I saw, and I don't think she's posted anything in like over 4 years, but I will link it below in case you haven't checked out that channel. And again, I'm sure you've seen this done many times, but I just wanted to mention where the inspiration came from. And I'm also going to link in the description what I used, in case you want to know the goodies that I used to put it together. So this is like a desk set, holding ephemera, maybe a themed ephemera, maybe some mail that's coming in that you want to keep in one spot. Really, you could do anything with this project because, as I said, it's super easy. So what I did on the front here, and you'll see how it kind of opens up, I've got a pocket on this side and a belly band as well. So I'm just going to move this over. Okay, so here I just have some ephemera pieces, and what I did here, I made like a belly band style. You can see how it would go right through there. And then I also made a pocket with it. Okay, so the pieces, these pieces right here are from one of my digital kits. I will have links to everything I'm showing you in the video description. And then the background pages, which I used for the front, are from the Making and Creating with Digital Collage Club. I also showed you some of their current digitals that I have been working with, and I will put that on the screen as well. Okay, so I did use this gorgeous little handmade flower. This one was made by my friend Tammy, so thank you, Tammy. A little while back she sent me a bunch of these handmade flowers, and I just thought it was perfect for this project. Now I added just some sari ribbon, and this really like iridescent, I don't know if you can see the shine on this paper. It's just so beautiful, and I just thought I would do a paper punch, a cutout of that heart. Of course I could attach it with anything, but I thought it just, I don't know, I liked the way that looked. And then on this side, it's a nice large tag that I made, and you can see just again the nice background. This piece here is actually from washi tape from the washi tape shop. So this is from one of the rolls that I recently shared a haul with you guys, and so I've just used a little piece on the front. I think I might continue to decorate the front. I'm not sure. Let me know what you think, if you think I need to add more to it. But here I just added, I don't know if you can see it, it's like this embossed kind of like tissue. And this paper itself comes from one of the latest collections as well, from Making and Creating with Digital Collage Club. And I'll show you where this pattern comes from in a minute, okay? And then again, I added some of this beautiful little trim there at the top. I thought it just kind of went nicely together. All right, so you open this up this way. I'm going to show you this side first, and then we'll kind of go on from there. So on this side, I have like a little flip out and also a pocket. And this is the latest collection from Making and Creating with Digital Collage Club. And there's like little patterns to these pockets. And so what I had done is I kind of enlarged the pattern for one of the little tags there, or pockets I should say. And I kind of made that large tag with it. So here's like a little tuck spot. There's also another little tuck spot here, okay? And then you would open this up and you have kind of like more spots that you could add some ephemera or journaling. On this one here, these are all pieces from Making and Creating with Digital Collage Club. And these are like the little tea pockets that I'm talking about. They recently launched those in their site. And I thought I would use, again, the little pockets, but also the patterns to make some additional pieces. And all these gorgeous little bits you can find in their shop. I do have discount codes for them if you're interested in purchasing anything. If you are a member, or to be a member, I should say, annual membership or lifetime membership, there's discount codes for those as well, and I will link those below. The page that I made for the pockets is from my collection, my digital collection. And then here I just added a journaling card and a little tag for, you know, more notes or things that I would want to jot down. Now the back here, okay, I recently shared a video where I showed you how to make different kind of like faux style envelopes. So this is one of the ones I recently showed you, but it fits nicely in this pocket here. Now here you'll see that I left this sort of blank, but this is to add additional papers. If you wanted to add a little notebook, a little mini journal, this would kind of hang out in the center and you could put it in and out. And I was going to actually add something to it, but I forgot to do that before I started filming. But that's the purpose of this like elastic here. Then we open it up again, and in the center here we have a few different pockets. All the pages here are from Making and Creating with Digital Collage Club, just different ones that I pulled out from their kits, you know, some of the postcards. I love this paper from one of their most recent collections as well. So I had to use that as a pocket. So here we've got an additional pocket there. And these are some of the pieces that I recently showed you in that video where I mentioned different ways that you can make ephemera. So that would be the pocket in the front. And then we have another pocket there. And again, pieces that I recently showed you. I have like a whole video on how I made these. And then you've got a nice large, you know, pocket. So really there's like 3 pockets here. And all the papers, again, are from the Making and Creating with Digital Collage Club collections. So you can see just how much space you would have to add really anything you wanted in here. And I just thought I would add some of the pieces that I recently showed you how we make. Now I was thinking of adding something else on this little spot, but I'm not really sure if I want to do that yet. And then on this side, I made a little kind of like an envelope from an envelope. And we've got a little, I don't know if you can see the window right there. And this again is ephemera from the same collections I'm mentioning. These are the little tea pocket envelopes that they recently launched in one of their kits. And if you notice, that green pattern is the one that I enlarged for making my tags there, or my tag there. And then that fits nicely in here. And then lastly, what I did up here is I just added another kind of like a little journaling spot, again using some of the paper from one of the tags here and using that just kind of like as my own pattern paper that I wanted to add to this project. So you can see how much space you know, you could add to fill it with your favorite pieces of ephemera, or make it a theme, or maybe even make one to send to a friend so they can have on their desk and, you know, fill it with their own goodies. But like I said, super fun to make, super easy to put together. And then the back, I did cover it with, again, one of the pages from one of their collections. I'll put it on the screen. So basically the majority of this is made with some of their collection papers and also some of mine that are in the shop as well. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed seeing what I've been making. I'm going to show you right now how I made the base, because as I said, it's super easy peasy. Let me show you, and I hope you have fun making some. Thank you so much for your support with the channel, the shop. We really appreciate it. And I can't wait to show you more projects that I have filmed and more projects that we will be making soon. But for now, let me start with this one. Okay, so you take your file folder, any size really you could use. I will put the size of this one on the screen. It's a standard size file folder. And now I'm just deciding on the height that I want it to be. So how tall do I want my project to be? And that's really the next step. What I decided for this project is I wanted it to be 9 inches. So I'm going to be cutting my file folder, leaving the largest tab on the bottom. And I'm just going to cut off the top to make it 9 inches tall. You can, again, change this to whatever size you want, and you don't even have to cut that off. You can leave it intact if you wanted to. This is the fun part. Okay, so I'm opening it up. I'm grabbing both sides and I'm bringing them to the center. And all you're going to do is leave, I would say, about 3/4 of an inch between kind of touching both sides together. So you'll see this in a little bit once I kind of do a soft scoring here with my finger. And I'm just doing a little soft score here. And again, this side, I'm just leaving kind of like a little gap open between the sides. I'm not bringing them together all the way. As you can see, you've got a little space in the center. And again, you can make that closer if you want, or leave it wider apart. It really is up to you. So you can see I just kind of put my finger there. And I guess it was like a quarter inch there of an opening. All right. So now I'm taking my scoreboard, and you're opening up your first flap that you did your soft score with, and I'm just going to make sure that I take my little tool here and really kind of clean up that score line. As you can see, it so happened that this one ended up at like 4.5, but I don't know where you're going to fold yours. But the next score line is only 3 little spots over. Okay, so like you count 3 little spots over your original line, and then you score again. So I'm turning it over on the opposite side. Again, I'm going to make sure that I score this again a little bit better. And then I'm going to count 3 little notches to the right, and we will score there again. Okay, so 3 notches from your original little notch there. And we do that score one more time. And then we'll flip it over again on the right side where we had it. And now when we bring our sides together, you'll see that if you pull it slightly over, you're going to be able to get to your second score line. And that is what's going to give you your spine to kind of add more things to it, or to, to add your elastic or your grommets, etc. And see how it kind of brings them together now in the center. It really does depend where you score it, how close that is. It doesn't matter if they overlap. That's the part that you decide what you want to make with. And you can see here is where on one end I added the grommets and my elastic. So you can do it on either side. It doesn't matter. Or you can just leave it as is and not even bother adding in anything to that side as well. Okay, so if you want to see me decorate one of them, let me know. Leave a comment, because sometimes, I find that not everybody needs to see how it is put together exactly. But I'm just going to show you what I did on the front. Besides covering it with paper and the digital collections that I mentioned, I made pockets with some of the pages in my collection. And these, again, I will link that below. So I had like the belly band and the pocket made with that. And then on the inside, I also made this kind of flip out pocket with, again, my collection. I covered the background with just the different papers. I did leave this piece here for now so you could see that it is the file folder that I'm talking about. I made this kind of pocket from an envelope, a piece of an envelope, and yeah, and then just added the additional pockets and the other one here. So as I said, like, it's just a super fun and easy project to make, and you could certainly you know, make it different, of course, depending on how you want to decorate the front, and if you want to add more pockets or just, you know, tuck spots, etc. But if you want to see me you know, fully kind of decorate one, or just kind of add more to the one I just showed you, leave a comment below. And I guess it really depends on how many of you are interested in seeing that. Then I'll come back and show you in more detail. But if not, I'll just probably continue finishing this one up and just seeing how it comes together. I just think it's such a fun project and super easy to make. Check out my other videos showing you how I like to use file folders to make many different projects. I'm loving like the folios and the flip books and that sort of thing, so I will have those linked below. And as always, questions, comments, let me know, and I will see you next time. Thanks so much for stopping by.